Welcome to Generations Furniture Restoration and Repair. This is episode 8. In this episode, we're going to address a very common household problem, the broken leg. This video is going to demonstrate how to repair a very common furniture issue, the broken leg. It would appear that this chair was probably made in 1978 to the mid-80s. It has a very unusual feature in that it has a zippered pouch here on the bottom for hiding things. It's probably from the Pablo Escobar contraband collection for those with something to hide. Armed with the most basic of techniques, as well as the most basic of tools, you can effect this repair yourself at home in probably less than 20 minutes. As you may have guessed, you're going to need some drill bits of one style or another, whether twist bits, spade bits, or as pictured here, Forstners, which I prefer. You're going to need them to rebore holes or clean up those that are existing. And unless you possess superhuman strength, you're going to need a drill. The greatest challenge is to know what the parts are called that you're going to need to effect this kind of a repair. While you could ask the 18-year-old hardware geniuses at Home Depot, you're probably going to come away from that experience knowing less than you did when you walked in the door. I have found in my experience that 70% of woodworking is determined by your knowledge of what is out there to use. For this kind of repair, these are your hardware options. This is a dowel screw. On either end, it has coarse threads which are meant to mount into wood. So if you're repairing a broken leg on a chair or a sofa and your leg is wooden and it mounts into the wooden frame of the piece of furniture, this is the piece of hardware that you're going to want to use. In the case of the chair that I'm repairing on this video, we have to use a different kind of piece of hardware, which is the hanger bolt. The hanger bolt has threads for wood on one end and machine threads on the other. The wooden threaded portion will go into the leg of the furniture itself, and the machine threaded portion will be affixed to one of these pieces of hardware referred to as a T-bolt. There are two different configurations of T-bolts that you can get. This is by far the preferred piece of hardware because it gives you the option of mounting it to the bottom of the furniture by the use of screws. To quickly review, crap, good one. There we have it. That's all you need to remember. To accomplish the tiny bit of countersinking, I've attached a 1-inch spade bit to my drill, and it's just as simple as that. That's it. That's all we need. The next step will be to increase the diameter of the other hole to accommodate the T-nut or T-bolt a little easier. Now that I've rebored the hole, it's time to just screw in the hanger bolt into the new shaft. Or attaching the T-nut, T-bolt, whatever you want to call it, with a series of screws. The screws that I'm using are 1 inch long, more than adequate to anchor this in place so that it will not dislodge or turn when I go to reinstall the leg. I'm going to test fit the leg to make sure that it sits on there properly before I re-staple all of the upholstery. So now we're at a point where this threads forever. Now that it's been test fit, and it is really in there, so I'm really happy with the way that new T-bolt, T-nut, whatever you want to call it, is doing its job. Ta-da! Thanks very much for watching. You're welcome to leave comments below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have about a project of your own to the best of my ability.
Nobody likes you, Stoop.